During the recording of this episode, hardware issues arose which resulted in substandard audio quality. Thank you for your continued love, support, and understanding.
What's up, everybody, and welcome to episode 30 of the Channel 8 podcast. I'm your host, Sean Go, and I know it's been a while since the last episode, but I want to end off the year by hitting the big 3-0 mark, 30 big episodes for the year. So joining me in this very special episode is longtime sneakerhead Alvin Martinez, aka Mr. Qmart, aka 1/3 of the crew at Canada Got Soul. Welcome to the show, man.
Congratulations on 30, brother. That's huge, man.
Respect, man. Thank you. Before we begin, I just wanted to let the listeners of this podcast know that this may very well be, it could be, the very last episode of this podcast. I started this as a passion project when COVID-19 had things all locked down. There wasn't really anything to do other than kind of like go to work and then come back home, and then that's all you got. But other than this whole Omicron variant with things going crazy again, things have relatively been kind of normal. And let's just say it's been a little bit tough juggling like a full-time job and producing content regularly for IG and for YouTube. So I don't want to say it's like this is it forever, but at least for now, this might be the final curtain call for the time being. So you have the honor of being potentially the last guest ever on this show.
Oh man, this is a lot of pressure now, bro. I don't know, bro.
No pressure at all, man. Like, I mean, we've known each other for a while, so I always respect your opinions on things. So I wanted to get you on this show at least once.
Sick. I appreciate that, brother.
How I start off this podcast is just by asking you, what shoes have you been wearing in the past week? And I know it's been CGS to 2022 going on since December 1st. So what have you been wearing?
Well, today I had on the DJ Clark Kent 112s, the Air Max 1s. And then like throughout the week, it's been like New Balance 999s, some 998s in there, sprinkling the Lego ZX 8000s, and then I believe a couple of pairs of Jordan 1s. But it's like a little bit of everything, you know. I like to show love to all the brands and stuff.
I like that variety.
Amen. It's like shoes I don't really wear like on the regular basis, and it's like with the countdown, I try to rock stuff that I sort of didn't rock last year, even though some of them I did. But hey, whatever.
So for those that aren't familiar with this countdown thing, so Alvin is part of Canada Got Soul, and every December they do I guess it's a hashtag where they encourage everyone to rock their shoes. So it's CGS to 2022, and the goal is to wear a new different shoe every single day until we hit January 1st. So
yes, sir.
I've been taking part of it so far. I haven't missed a day yet. And if you've been following me on IG, you've seen my posts. But for those of you guys who aren't on Instagram, so I started off the week with the Air Max 90 Bacons, the retros from this year. Then I switched things up to the Air Max 1 Amsterdam. After that, I wore the Air Jordan 1 Nigel Sylvester. And then that was followed up with the Aimé Leon Dore 997 in the canary yellow colorway.
Ooh.
And then yesterday, it was the Union Air Jordan 1 Black Toe. And then today, the day that I'm recording this, I rocked the Soleil Bembury New Balance 2002R Peace Be the Journey.
Oh, nice, bro.
So like you, man, I'm trying to get that variety. I had an Adidas pair the day before the Air Max 90 Bacon, so Adidas just missed the cut, but I'll try to throw them in for this coming week.
For sure.
In terms of sneaker pickups, man, what pairs have you bought recently?
So it's there've been less for me and more for the wife, just because her foot has grown since pregnancy. So she went from like a size 7 to a size 8. So all over like Air Jordan 1 highs, like literally like the Breads, the Royals, Shadows, like you can name an Air Jordan 1, she probably had it. It doesn't fit her anymore.
Is this like a permanent thing though, or it goes back?
Yeah, bro. No,
really?
her foot grew.
Ooh.
And it's just like it has like since my first daughter Kaya, and it's just never changed back. So right now I'm trying to curate more of a collection for her again, just because she can no longer wear the size 7 women's pairs that she has.
I did not know that. That's kind of
Me
that's
neither,
very
bro.
interesting.
Me neither. Because when I bought those pairs, I'm like, yo, she's good for the future. Like, she doesn't need any more pairs. She has
Yeah.
everything. So I was totally wrong. But so recently I got her the I believe it's the Animal Instinct 11s or the Makeway 11s that we like to call them. She has those. And then for Christmas, I got her the neutral Jordan 1 lows because she's loving the Jordan 1 lows right now.
Yeah, those are
So
very wearable. Like I got
Oh,
Carmen
yeah.
a pair of those too, so those are really nice.
Yeah. And then for myself, I hit a raffle from the sneaker box out in Vancouver for the gray and white Dunk lows. They're set to come get to my house like December 30th. So maybe they'll be like a New Year pair. We'll see.
So that's a women's release?
I don't think no, that was a men's release, I
Oh,
believe.
that one is for you.
Yeah, that one was for me. Like that was first I believe that was the first dub for 2021. So it's
I didn't
good
even
to
see any other stores drop that colorway.
Or me neither, man. But like I think they because I'm a part of all the mailing lists just because I guess I like taking L's. But this one wasn't an L at this point, and I'm pretty amped to get that pair in hand though. So we'll see. It's like the first dunk of 2021. So
That's amazing. That's a really nice colorway too.
It's super neutral, man.
Yeah.
Like I'll take it, bro, for sure.
White and gray, that's like the vibe these days.
Honestly, man, like it's every company has a white and gray staple now in their rotation. So
solid pickups. For myself, so I got a pair of the New Balance 991 in the classic like gray colorway. Since we're on the topic of gray, anyways.
Yeah.
So that one I threw up a review on that on my channel yesterday. I also wait a minute. I also picked up cool gray 11s, another gray sneaker.
So much gray.
And the last pair I got was this one's courtesy of the homies from Adidas Canada. They sent me over a pair of the Home Alone Adidas Forum lows. So I'm super excited for those, man. Like,
yeah, those are beautiful, man.
That's my like up there with my all-time favorite movie. So
straight up, it's my favorite Christmas movie, like all time. It's like there, number one.
Yeah, so it's definitely a special pair for me. So now let's move on to my channel flipping segment, which is a rapid fire Q&A session where I give you two options and you pick the one option that you're feeling the most.
All right.
Ready?
I hope so.
So I tried to go through your IG history just to see like things you might potentially find difficult to pick one over the other. So hopefully I did a decent job.
Oh man, all right, let's go.
All right, first question. New Balance 550 or the Nike Air Force One?
550.
Wow, really?
550, yeah, man.
Okay.
I'm going 550.
Who makes better collaborations, Size or Pata?
Dude. Because those two are like, man. I'm gonna say Pata, but dude,
I see with those with the Clerks Air Max 90s.
Yeah, I know, man. I know,
so
but
good.
I brought it all the way back. So if we're thinking Pata, like they had all the Air Max ones back in the day, and those are they continue to be timeless bangers, and they continually are on my hit list that I won't attain just because of the prices. But yeah, those are crazy. So I had to take it back to that because as of right now, they're pretty up to par in terms of stuff they've released. So
yeah, well, hopefully, with Nike being Nike, who knows, man? They might retro it or change it up somehow, but like bring it back.
Yeah, hopefully.
In some form. Next question: collaborations, Kith or concepts? I see the disappointment and the sadness in your eyes, man.
It's man, you did really well with these questions, bro. Like, oh man, Kith or concepts? I'll go Kith.
Okay. All right.
Kith.
There's no right or wrong with these two.
I know, but it's just tough, bro.
Yeah. Okay, moving on. Adidas ZX or New Balance, like the 900 series?
Are you a journalist, bro? You have the hard-hitting questions, dog. Oh man, I'll go Adidas ZX.
Ooh,
that hurt.
It's close, eh? It's close.
Man, super close, bro. Like, oh yeah.
I see you rocking both of those like lines consistently, so I
Yeah.
knew this one would be tough.
There's like a dad shoe, you know?
Yeah. Okay, moving on. Elephant print or safari print?
I'm going elephant.
Okay. For basketball, like actually playing ball in, Under Armour or Puma?
Under Armour.
Doubling up on sneakers, is it excessive or do you think it's justified?
Am I allowed to expand on my answers
Brain
or
versus
what? Like,
heart or something, eh?
yeah, bro. I'll say as a father of kind of 3 or 2.5 because of the puppy, I'll say excessive.
Okay. But I think you 10 years ago would say it's justified.
Oh, hell yeah. Oh, dude.
Probably
Hell yeah.
tripling up at that rate.
Yeah, no, that wouldn't even be a hesitation 10 years ago.
Alvin's like a full-on dad now, eh? Like
I gotta think of everything, bro. Yeah.
Paying the bills, all that stuff.
Responsible is too kind of a word, but yes, paying bills for sure.
Okay, moving on. Basketball movies. Coach Carter or He Got Game?
I gotta go with my boy Ray Ray, man. I gotta go. He Got Game.
That's the right pick.
Yeah, it's too good.
For colors of sneakers, do you prefer muted and low key or loud and colorful?
Definitely, I'm more of a loud, colorful sneaker guy.
And final question for you: what's tougher, being a dad of 2 girls or copping shoes on release day?
Copying shoes on release day, bro. Oh my gosh.
This guy's
man.
like, parenting is nothing, man. Just brush off that shoulder.
After the first one, it's like, it's like second nature. But like taking L's, just it never gets easier to take L's, bro. Never.
You would have thought though you'd be so used to taking L's that it's just second nature though.
You would think, but it's the
still hurts
addiction
you,
in
eh?
this.
Every
Yeah,
single
it's the
time.
addiction in this, man. Yeah, for sure.
So 2021 has been another amazing year for sneakers, and we've seen again collaborations continue to be king. New Balance continues to gain a larger and larger following, and we saw even the return of some very classic pairs like the Cool Gray 11s came back and the South Beach LeBron 8s. So, I'm going to be doing my own video for my top 20 pickups of the year on my YouTube channel soon.
Ooh.
But as a very respected member of the Canadian sneaker community, I wanted you to share with me and my listeners what were your top 10 favorite pickups of the year.
So I don't know. I have a list, but I couldn't really put them into an order, just because it's like.
Do you have like a number? Do you have a number 1 though?
I think so.
Okay, we can save that one for last.
Yeah, I'm gonna save that one last for sure. But so I'll start off with the Ruiji Puma Suede. That one was dope to me just because he's from the home country, man. He's from the Philippines. He's repping, and those were crazy. Like the way he kind of restructured the toe box on that, the colorways he used, he just made that shoe look super, super nice. And you can't go wrong, man. It's a Puma Suede. It's classic. You can rock it with literally anything. So that's definitely, I say that's 10. We'll say.
How big of a Puma guy though are you? I'm just curious.
I'm not. So in total, I probably have like 5 pairs of Pumas. 2 pairs are the like Kith collabs, the R698s, the high and the low. And then I have, I believe, another suede somewhere in the stash. But that's the thing. I'm not a huge Puma guy. And then I have like man. Yeah, man. But like they're super, super clean. And it's like I believe, I haven't tried to dress them up yet, but I believe I can rock them with a suit if I wanted to.
Question for you though. Did you trim those like the extra long strings on the side?
Hell yeah.
Or you left it?
Hell yeah. I had to. It's like, because at the same time, the shoe's predominantly suede. So if for some reason I wear them during a countdown and I'm stepping into a salty puddle, that's gonna splash and slash. Like if it's just gonna cause so much more dirt than it needs to, and I had to. It was unnecessary. I mean, I get it. I mean, maybe that's like his thing. I don't know. I haven't really.
It kind of has like the Sean Wotherspoon ZX feel.
Yes. Yeah. Exactly. But I had to cut them off.
Yeah. Same thing.
Like
I'm not a huge Puma guy myself either. I appreciate the designs. I just don't have too many pairs in my collection. But that is one of the pairs I did buy this year. So yeah, very solid. I agree with you there.
Yeah, super clean.
What else you got?
I'm gonna go with the Curry 9 Flow, Rise and Grind, specifically that
Ooh,
colorway.
unreleased.
Yeah, exactly, unreleased. But like the colorway is me, man. Like when I'm on the court, like I don't want to be too flashy, but if the shoe has a bit of color, like I'll mess with it. But also the comfort on those is, to me anyway, as like I have a really wide foot, comfort on those is ridiculous. I usually have to wear in my sneakers, and after a ball game, like wearing them for the first time, my foot is like dead. Whereas these ones, man, after the first two wears, it's like I didn't have to wear them in; they were perfect. So
So you actually wore them to play ball in.
yeah. I played ball in them twice already. My shot was amazing the first game. Second, third, fourth games, 10%. We'll see. I was 1 for 10, but it's fine. I got one in, so it's okay.
No, it's Curry 9, very, very beautiful design. I think it's a huge improvement over the 8. It's kind of like they took the 8, but they made it more premium. I wore the Big Bird Curry 9s to play ball in. I know
Love that
it
colorway, man.
broke a lot of necks. People were
Yeah.
like, because those sold out. Those sold
Yeah,
out.
I tried, bro. I
Yeah.
tried because that colorway is amazing.
Yeah. So I'm hoping that I get the Cookie Monster and the Elmo. Those two are probably my favorite Sesame Street characters. So fingers
Yeah,
crossed.
super facts.
Yeah. All right. What else
All
you
right.
got?
All right, I'm going Adidas Frozen ZX 8000, the Frozen Lemonades.
Was that this year? I felt
I
like.
believe so. I
Holy
believe like
crap.
early, super early this year.
Okay, yeah, that's why I
Probably
felt
like
like so
January,
long
February.
ago. Yeah.
Yeah, because I don't know. I usually keep a tally of my pickups for the new year, just so that in case we ever have to talk about this, I'm kind of ready. And it was in the 2021 list, so I'll say it did. We can fact check later, and I'll comment on the video. But yeah, those are super clean, man.
Very nice
Yeah,
pair.
super clean, super classic. The details are dope too, like the recipe on the insole and whatnot, and just you know what it is, man. Like as a sneakerhead, we love our details, and those ones had the right details, and it's like the color blocking was so classic for me that it hit.
It's funny though, because in the ZX collection, I feel like the majority of them were collaborations.
Yeah,
And then there's just a handful that were like just Adidas only. And I
yeah,
think that Lemonade pair, to me at least, it was easily a top 5 out of the 26 to release.
same.
Yeah.
No, definitely.
Like that yellow with the green, it's just,
It
I
goes
don't know.
so perfect,
Yeah.
bro. The
Yeah.
perfectness. Yeah, it's
Like
ridiculous.
a lot of people have hit me up asking me like, "Hey, are you selling that? Are you selling your Lemonade ZX?" I'm like, "No, man, I
Nah,
can't
bro.
do it."
Oh man. All right. Next shoe I'm gonna say is the Air Jordan 1 Low Neutral Gray. Um, I love my Air Jordan 1 lows, especially the ones with like the OG tongue that isn't like the fat tongue. Nothing against the fat tongue at all. I have a couple pairs myself, but I just prefer like I find that the OG, quote unquote OG tongue is a little bit sleeker in terms of silhouette.
Mhm.
And honestly, the neutral gray, bro, like we were talking about it earlier, you can rock it with anything, man. It's like an everyday shoe, literally. So, yeah, I had to throw those in there. Those were a good cop for me.
On that note about doubling up, that's a shoe that I doubled up on.
Honestly, that's a good shoe to double up on though, because
Yeah.
mine's almost. I don't want to say beat because they're still super clean, but
It's
they're like a by the door.
it's beat for like a sneakerhead standards. Put it that way.
Yeah.
No, and
Oh
like you
man.
said, like the OG. Well, it's kind of the OG cut because it has, I think, the smaller swoosh compared to like for example, like the Chicago one lows that dropped a few years ago. The swoosh on the neutral base is a bit smaller. I think it was missing one eyelet compared to like how it was supposed to be. I don't know if
Yeah.
you follow like Sean Collard. I think he made a post about the differences. Where he pointed
Knowing
out like,
Uncle Scott, he definitely did for
yeah.
sure.
So like the fact that it's a little bit different than how it's actually supposed to be, that didn't really bug
Yeah.
you at all, eh?
No, not at all. And to me, like previously, like maybe 5 years ago, Alvin would have been like, "What the hell? Like this is horrible.
Highs
Why did you
only.
change it? Highs only." But like now, it's like to me, lows are more comfortable because the highs kind of
Hug your ankles a
restrict.
bit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they just hug them too much, if that's a thing. I don't know if it's just because I'm old now, But yeah, I definitely prefer the lows right now over the highs.
Yeah, no, I'm the same. I think because I have the 85 neutral gray or natural gray, whatever you want to call them, the
Yeah,
high cuts, and I have like two pairs of the lows. But I think I've worn the highs like twice,
yeah,
whereas for a while now I had the lows by my door and I'd wear them like everywhere, and I didn't want
exactly.
to get it beat. That's why I cleaned them and put them back in the box. But I could easily have just left them at the door and just
Yeah,
be literally an everyday shoe.
because they slip on so easily and they
Yeah,
look good with everything, bro. It's
yeah,
crazy.
and they
I love
actually
them.
look really good when they're beat too.
Yeah,
I
that's
know
the
people say
dangerous
that a
part.
lot. People say, "Oh, they look good as beaters," but like this is actually a shoe that looks really, really dope when it's
Yeah,
scuffed up and like you got like dirt stains all over it. It looks dope.
yeah, I like them like that, man.
Yeah.
All right.
What else you got?
Ooh, what do I want to go with next? Okay, I'm gonna go Pata Nike Air Max One Maroon. Uh, I'm gonna put I mean, I love how they changed the mudguard. However, the maroon is not my most favorite color from that collabo. I would say either the Monarch or the Aqua Noise are my two favorites. And I don't know, something about the leather on the maroon pair, I'm not a fan of, man. I don't know why. It's just not like making me fall in love with the shoe. Like it's still a dope sneaker, don't get me wrong. Like that mini swoosh on there, the colorway is dope. It's just that leather just isn't hitting my heart right now.
Why? Like, what's wrong with the leather? Is it a quality issue or a
No, not at all.
texture?
The
Or
leather looks good. I just think that that specific sneaker just looks so good with like the new Bucker suede.
yeah,
Like with the first two that came out, those came out perfect, and it's just like bomb. And I like that they're trying to switch up materials, but at the same time, I don't know, man. Leather on Air Maxes is like weird to me if it's like the full mud guard that's leather.
yeah. I hear you on that. What do you think about the black and the white one?
No, I don't like those.
So they pretty much got worse with each release, is what you're
I
saying.
would say yeah, I would say so. Like I honestly I still like the maroon pair, man, but the black and white one, that was an easy
Yeah,
pass
no,
for
that
me.
was terrible to me.
Thing with me is Pat is known for such good Air Max ones. You know what I'm saying? And it's like should have done more.
Hmm.
But I mean, I don't care. I'm not the designer, so I can't really say anything. But it's just so much, and it's just a black and white. Come on, bro. Like that's definitely like a GR like type shoe. Not that GRs are bad. It's just this is a Pata X Nike Air Max One.
I would have
So
preferred if they kept the color blocking of the black and white one, just like the Monarch and the Aqua
agreed.
pair.
That
Just
would look
have
better.
like mostly white and then accents of black.
Yeah.
That would have been nice. But that one, the other, how it actually released, is just way too much black. I don't know. It just overwhelmed the shoe. Just like,
No, I hear you, bro. Don't
yeah.
worry. I'm right there with you, man.
And I know people have been mentioning, like you said, and I agree with you here. Well, I kind of like the Aqua one a bit more than the Monarch, but more or less, it kind of got worse with each release,
Yeah.
and it's almost like that's almost like a Nike thing to do, where they just milk their collaborations so hard. Like
Yeah.
the Sakai, they just overkilled the LD Waffle and the
They're still coming out
Blazers.
with Blazers, bro.
Yeah,
Like,
man. Like, I mean, it's good for those who haven't been able to cop a Sakai shoe
oh yeah.
before,
Yeah.
but at the same time, I just feel like it's just like killing any goodwill that collaboration had.
Yeah, I hear you. It kind of takes away from its like
Yeah,
specialness.
like like I don't even know what you call it, like the shine surrounding
Yeah.
the project.
Yeah. No, I
Yeah.
hear that.
Anyways,
No,
but
I'm the same.
Nike does what Nike does.
They do whatever they want.
Exactly. And we
Oh
keep
man.
buying.
Yeah, honestly, damn, that's bad.
Okay, moving on.
All right. So that was five. Now we have five more. I'm gonna have to go the Adidas Bape Superstars that dropped this year. I feel like they killed that specific shoe. Like they did so good in terms of color blocking. I like how they used the OG green like camouflage. I like how they patinaed like the midsole and the shell toe, and it just turned out so sick, man. And huge fan of that. And I think they killed that superstar, bro. Like I was really happy being able to purchase that sneaker.
And I think I got to give a shout out to whoever made the decision to give us that box that they came with. My God,
Oh,
that box was
bro.
arguably nicer than the shoe itself.
I I'd hate to say it, but yeah, and just the structure and how it opened, and just like you know how they left that little gap in between. It was like opening up like an experience of opening up like a MacBook. You know
Yes.
how Apple tries to make it like an experience. It was I had that experience opening up those superstars.
Do you know if that's normal? Like, do the superstars usually come like that, or I don't think so.
I don't think so.
Yeah,
That was like a special
yeah.
box.
When I got mine from Haven, I unboxed the cardboard box, opened it up. I'm like, wow,
Yeah,
and
bro.
it's really, really sturdy cardboard. I'm like, this is
Yeah,
legit.
you could put it at the bottom of your pile, but I don't because it looks so good. Like I want it
Yeah,
at the top somewhere.
that's a good test, man. You can put it at the bottom of your pile, put like 15 pairs on top, and it would survive. That's when you know it's a good quality box.
Honestly.
Anyways, okay, next up.
All right, we got the Adidas ZX 8500 overkills.
Okay,
Um, I don't know if I need to say much on those, but I love the old school vibe. It's very like 90s with the fluorescent colors. And just like the color blocking they did was like crazy on those. And I like the little detail of overkill on the front, like toe box part. It's kind of like a mini swoosh, but not really, if you like, you know what I mean? So
yeah,
I like those little details, and then just little details on the tongue. It's just, you know, us and our details, bro. Like they just get us for some reason.
it's the
I've
smallest things that make the biggest differences when it
Yeah,
comes to sneakers.
and it's everywhere, bro. Like they even did the midsole. They sorry, not the midsole, the insole, and it's just like, yeah, I like that stuff, man. Like you may not see it in the pictures or whatever, but we see it when we hold it in our hands, and that's what we like to see, bro.
You know what that colorway reminds me of?
No,
Uh,
ACG.
no, it reminds me of Saved by the Bell.
Yes, yeah, for sure.
Like
Like
I could
even the
see
lettering and
them,
stuff.
yeah, I could
Yeah.
see them wearing that and going to like the Max to eat like burgers or something.
Mm,
Like I could totally see that.
yeah, no, totally. Yeah, that's why I feel like I gravitated towards those two because it like same thing, like Saved by the Bell, Fresh Prince, all that lettering, all that crazy colorway, like
Yeah,
definitely resonated with us
they
kids.
knew what they're doing, man. They're targeting those 80s babies. They know the nostalgia is a real thing.
Yeah, bro. All right. Last three. So I put the Bad Bunny Forum Low Easters on here. So that's the pink pair for anyone that doesn't know. Um and that's just like he kind of has the same effect on Adidas sneakers that Travis had on Nikes, where it's not just sneakerheads that are going for the sneakers. It's like all his fans really want them. And like I know not really everyone paid attention to it on StockX or whatever, but the prices for those were like crazy if you were looking.
How
And it
much,
was
like ballpark?
uh so I had a size 11 and I checked StockX just for fun and stuff, and it hit like six. I believe the highest it sold for was 600, almost $700.
Damn.
And it's like for not that Adidas doesn't hit that, because I mean you got Yeezys and everything like that, but like for a Forum Low that you know is kind of a new silhouette ish for 2021/2020 for Adidas. Like it did pretty good. And plus that colorway, man, anything pink for me hit it out the ballpark. And then again, like details, like you had the tongue with the eye on it, and I'm a sucker for details, bro. And then the box too. The box was dope.
Yeah, it
It's like that
was.
little
Yeah.
drawer box and stuff. So
Big shout out to the Adidas Canada
yeah,
family.
straight up. Honestly, bro, like thank you. That was a big surprise.
So now we're at number two, right?
This is the runner up. Technically runner ups because I kind of cheated. Um I'm doing the New Balance ALD 550 in the gray and the canary yellow and green, and also the navy and red.
I thought you're going just with the gray, but then
Nah,
you
bro,
hit
I
us with the
love
gray
all of
and the
them, bro.
yellow.
Yeah, and those honestly, those two can be like at the door sneaker because they're like the insole they have in there. At this moment, I can't recall what it is, but
Is it
it's
Ortholite? I don't remember off the top of
yes,
my head. Is it
yeah,
Ortholite? I'm pretty sure it's
Ortholite, yeah,
Ortholite.
dude, super duper comfy. Like if you guys don't have a pair, please, like even the general release pairs have that same mid insole, and it's like super duper comfy. They look like a classic silhouette. You can wear them with anything, and it's to me it's my new Air Force slash Dunk. Even though I'm still a fan of Air Forces and Dunks, like New Balance is killing it with the 550 right now. So I had to
How
make those
many how many
my number
550s
two.
did you pick up in total for the year?
This year is four.
So you have ALD gray, the green
Gray,
yellow,
yeah, and
the
then the
red
navy
blue,
red.
and then
And then
what's the
I have
fourth?
the GR like green with like that suede toe box. I think
Green with this. Oh, okay. It looks like the
like
ALD, but it's
the
not.
yeah, it looks like India, but it's not. It just doesn't have like a yellow midsole or
Okay,
whatever.
yeah, those are
So
four very solid
yeah,
550s
man,
to pick up, man.
yeah, it's super comfy, bro.
And it's crazy how, like, first of all, dunks are pretty much unattainable without like luck or a bot or a plug.
Yeah.
But hey, like I know 550s are still also kind of hard to get these days because New
Hmm.
Balance is the wave. But I mean, if you are able to get even a GR 550, the quality is a lot better than like a GR Dunk.
Yeah, and the prices aren't that bad. Like if
Yeah,
people are looking for like that GR that came out, it was like all white with like a little bit of gray, I believe, and possibly a patinaed midsole. Those are going for like 250 at max that I've seen online. So it's like the prices are pretty good and they're pretty attainable, as opposed to like, a black and white dunk, which probably has crappy leather.
it does, man. I can confirm it is
Yeah, and
terrible
then
leather.
it goes for like 350, like $400 in my size. And it's just like, I'm not doing that. I'd rather pay
I
like,
was just curious because I just sometimes I just like to monitor prices. So I was looking at
yeah.
like Panda Dunks on Kijiji for those who aren't familiar with Kijiji, it's kind of like a Craigslist or like a classifieds for I think it's a Canadian thing, but
Yeah.
anyways, people were like asking for like 450
Oh my
stuff
gosh.
like that. That's ridiculous.
That's no, thank you. Keep your pandas, bro. I'm good.
That's yeah, no. But like I said, 550s, beautiful shoe. It's kind of like a little bit of a strange fit though. Like I mean, I know like myself included. I went true to size and I had like heel slip.
Hmm.
I don't know if
I
you
think
felt that too.
half a size down would have been. I only have one pair that I went half a size down on.
Yeah,
And that was like the ALD yellow and green pair. Like they fit perfectly. And then every other pair I went for an 11, but it's like I just wear thicker socks because then.
that's true. Yeah, yeah.
But
Thicker
like, yeah,
socks are.
definitely go half a size down if you're looking like uh to purchase instead of going true to size. It'll help with the sizing for sure.
I want to know your opinion though. So 550s. Do you think? Because I'm assuming New Balance knows they have like a huge hit on their hands, and it only makes sense that they're going to flood the market with colorways.
I hope so.
How long do you think? Because like relatively speaking, 550 is a newcomer to the New Balance scene, even though it's technically an older silhouette, but like it doesn't have that same history behind it from a sneakerhead perspective than say like a 997, 998, or like even the 990s. Do you
Yeah.
think it has staying power, or do you think it's kind of just kind of like a Adidas NMD but for New Balance, and then it's just gonna fade away?
I I don't think it'll be like the NMD where it'll like fade away. I think it has potential to be able to stay in the market so long as they don't like saturate it.
Aren't they
If
kind of though?
they are, but like at the same time, like bro, it's still hard to attain any of the colorway. Like even the GRs. I was trying to get wifey a pair of the white ones, and it was just like, sorry, babe, I'm not paying 250 right now because it's Christmas for like your size.
Mhm.
Um, but it's like I don't know, man. Like, yeah, they are technically saturating it as well, but it's like it's not as much as like, or maybe it's just because I don't pay attention as much, but I don't think it's as much as a dunk
Yeah. Well,
or
yeah,
like
that's
an
for
air or
sure.
like
That's
an
for
Air
sure.
Force. You know what I mean? Like it's still like I granted like the big box stores like Foot Locker and stuff are getting colorways, but I don't think it's the colorways that are the most sought after,
Mhm.
if that makes sense, right? So
Yeah.
I mean, if they keep doing that and kind of, being smart with it, like the collabos, like I know they have something coming with size soon, and that collabo looks crazy. So
That's the trio, I think, the three different
yeah, the
colors.
size I think it's Cordura
Yep.
or
Yeah,
yeah.
something like that. Yeah.
That I saw that and I was like, man, I need at least one of the three, if not all three, because like super clean colorways, premium like materials and stuff like that. But I mean, worst case, what they'll do is introduce the 650. Is that the high cut?
It is. Yeah, the high
Yeah,
cut.
the 650 and more colorways, just to like combat with whatever else. But I think the 550 has like staying power. They might have to like dial down a little bit, but whatever,
I'll
man. It
say
might
this
might be a
though.
staple.
Um, I don't know how long production timelines are, but I think historically New Balance has just had more of a limited production run than like Adidas or
Yeah,
Nike.
yeah.
But like knowing that they have the hot hand right now, I'm curious to know in 2022, have they, for example, like ramped up production in the factories? Are we going to get like double the quantities for the 550 next year?
Mm,
Like that, I think will really kind of determine if the
yeah,
model is here to stay. Because if they
yeah,
flood the market not only with releases, but within each release, they just give us like double the
Extra pairs.
quantity,
Yeah, hell yeah.
then and it gets to the point where they're just sitting in stores, then
Yeah.
that's kind of like a rest in peace moment right there. But we'll see, I
Yeah.
guess.
Yeah. I feel like when they start sitting is when we'll have another conversation. It'll be like, yeah, I was totally wrong, bro. They totally died. So
I might have to resurrect this for
yeah.
December of 2022 to talk to you about that.
Hey, I'm down, bro. I'm down.
Okay, man. So last
All right.
number one pickup of the year for you. What is it? Let's hear it.
My number one pickup is the Air Max 90 Bacon. Being a huge Air Max 90 fan, I mean the Air Max 90 infrared was what got me into Air Maxes. That was my gateway drug into Air Max, and ever since I laid eyes on the Bacon, like the OG pair on like all the forums and stuff, it was like where can I get those and how much? And it was just at the time I just couldn't find a size 11 that I could pay for, even though like they were, it's still like resale wasn't still crazy at during those times, but it's just like, man, being able to attain those now. And I know everyone's like, oh, quality this, quality that, glue stain this, glue stain that. I don't care. I'm gonna wear my shit anyway. I mean stuff. So I yeah, Air Max 90 Bacons, bro. That was my number one pick. Being a fan of that shoe for so long and finally being able to attain it was ridiculous. Shout out to my cousin Mike for the dub on that. I think he got him off sneakers.
Oh
I
wow,
think.
Nike Sneakers Canada.
Or it might have been Foot Locker, like a restock on Foot Locker. But either way, he was looking out and he was like, "Bro," and I was like, "Yes," and then the transaction was done. And like a week later, he dropped them off, and I was like, "Oh my god, thank you, bro." So,
How did it feel the moment when you unboxed it and held the
oh
bacon in your
man,
hand?
it was immediate, like on my foot, and I was like, "Yes." It was like such a gratifying feeling, like having them in hand. And the box, like you said, the box is super sturdy for those, man. It has the drawer box, all black with like the shiny Nike swoosh and the
Yeah.
Nike words and stuff. So yeah, I'm super happy. And then the extras came in the box too, and I was like, yeah, dope. Like that bacon, the laces came in like the what's it called, the vacuum sealed
Oh, okay. Wasn't that only
pack or
for like
whatever.
certain retailers, or wasn't that like a capsule thing or something, or a Haven thing or something? 'Cause I don't think.
Maybe I think it was like only a certain amount of they only had gotten a certain amount. They didn't have it for all the pairs or whatever. So like the boutiques and stuff had them. So maybe he got them off caps. I don't know, man. It was so like so far back in the year. I just know that like I was so happy. Like, oh, such a good shoe.
Was there ever a point in time, like going way back, when you first saw um, like pictures of the bacon on forums and stuff like that? Was there ever a point where you came close to buying a pair
Many,
secondhand?
many, many times. But it's like back in the day, it was like I would offer people, and then once I told them like, oh, I'm from Canada, it was like, sorry, bro, I don't ship to Canada because I guess most pairs that I was able to find in my size were either in the U.S. or like Europe or whatever, right? And then like getting stuff shipped from Europe is like another pair of shoes. So it's like I was like, I can't hit up the European mans. I have to hit up like the US guys, and half the time they didn't even want to ship to Canada. I mean, obviously now it's different, but
Do you remember how much like the resale ballpark they were going for back then?
when I first started seeing them, bro, it was probably like 250, 300, if that. And then somewhere along the line, it like skyrocketed. I don't know if, and then like I was seeing them like for 500, and I was like, nope. I was in university, so I was like, I can't do it, man. And then yeah, when I heard they were coming back, it was just like fingers crossed. I struck out all the times, and then I had to ask for help. So luckily,
It's
we have good people in our lives, man.
Yeah, definitely. Shout out to the good people that look out for us for releases.
Yeah, super facts, bro.
But it's really kind of surreal because we've seen things like the Atmos Elephant Air Max ones come back. Um, it's not the same, but we've seen like the Safaris come back, and
Yep,
then the Air Max One Animals, and then
yep.
like these ones come back. So it's a lot of these like legendary icon Air Maxes. Nike's shown that they're not afraid to bring them back. So I mean, in the next 5 years or so, is there any specific legendary Air Max that you want to see make a comeback?
Yo, with this paddle wave going on right now, I need to see them bring back like either the corduroy, like the green ones.
Yep.
Um, Or, even if they want to release those with the wave on the mudguard, I wouldn't be mad.
Just
To
give us
switch
that
it up a little
color. Just
bit.
give us that color.
But that green, bro, like I've tried to look for other sneakers that have that green, and it's like close to impossible. And then same with Nike Bayou. Tried to make like a Bayou of that sneaker just because I love that sneaker so much. Plus the mini swoosh on the mudguard. It's like, but again, you can never get that green because it's like specific to that collab, and it's just like, send me those. Not no, don't send me those. Like, release those, and I'll happily like purchase those, man. Like anything from that era of Air Max ones where it was like hype, but not really. Like in Canada, at least, like
It was
we
a
didn't
very
we
it was a very
weren't doing that.
niche, like a
Yeah,
very specific type of collector
yeah,
hyped.
yeah, exactly. Like if that was like when it was like, oh, if you know, you know, like, you know what I mean? That's like
It really was, yeah.
that era of like, oh, if you know these Air Maxes, then you're definitely an Air Max fan.
Yeah.
So
But hey, man, like, I mean, Nike, they always do like the unexpected. So I would not be surprised at all if they bring these things back, but like tweak it a little bit. But still, I just only ask, please make it a wide release. Like, don't make it some like hyper strike, friends and family,
yeah,
100 pair thing. Like, just
give
give
us
us
the
the shoes,
access,
man.
man.
Yeah,
Like just give it
us.
to us.
Exactly, man. We're on the exact same wavelength, and yeah, dope list, man. Solid 10 pairs. Love the variety.
Hey, you know us, bro. We're variety, bro. Is back, you know?
It's
Hashtag
back,
is back.
exactly. It's back, and I like how. So I've been watching like a lot of sneaker news channels and stuff like that, and listening to their top countdowns for the year, and it's kind of like the same, more or less the
I'm a
same.
Manier.
Yeah, like, I mean, don't get me wrong, like that's definitely
Yo,
gonna be near the top of my list.
shoe of the year for me, even though I don't have them. Like I definitely wanted them,
But
but yeah, I'm a Manier is definitely
yeah,
on everybody's list.
but it's
But
very
yeah,
refreshing to hear something completely different from anyone else's pickup. So kudos to you, man. Thank you for that.
thanks, bro. I mean, we preach like, wear what you like and stuff, or like, just wear anything that catches your eye. Like don't fall for the hype all the time,
Yeah,
even though
sometimes it's okay.
the hype is dope as F. You know what I mean? But I mean, it's okay to like just rock what you want to rock sometimes and just mess with things that other people, not everybody's messing with, right? So
I think it's also a lesson to be learn to appreciate and be satisfied with what you got. You don't
exactly.
need to have, you know, X, Y, and Z just because Complex and Hypebeast and Sneaker News all say like this is like the
It's
top
the
three
top
shoes. You
three.
know, yeah.
Yeah.
Cool, man. Well, that pretty much wraps up today's episode. I mean, if anyone's listening wants to find you, what are your social channels and all that stuff?
You can find me at my personal Instagram. It's at Mr. Q Mart. You can also find me on Canada Got Soul's Instagram. That's just at Canada Got Soul. And yo, thanks for having me, bro. This was definitely an honor. And I hope this isn't the last episode for now. For now.
For now.
Yeah.
No, it's long overdue. I've been meaning to get all you guys on. I'm sorry, Lawrence, in advance if you're listening to this. You're probably not, but you'll have to wait till whenever this goes back. But for anyone else listening, if you want to check out my channels that I'm spending so much time on that I don't have time for this anymore, but you can find me on YouTube at youtube.com/SeanGo. I am sort of on Twitter, sort of not, at Sean.go spelled out. And my website is seango.ca. So stay tuned for my top 20 pickups of 2021. That should be posted sometime in the next week or so. And as for the future of this podcast, I mean, for now, this is farewell. But like I said, I'm not going to make promises. We'll see where it goes. But thank you, everyone, for listening throughout the past 30 episodes. It's been fun. And hopefully I'll catch you guys sometime soon.